Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another Why Run podcast live. And up on panel, we got Just Rob.
Boo that guy.
No.
Yep.
And don't go on saying that that's what today's episode is about. That don't count.
It always counts.
Mm-mm.
That's the title of the show because it's true.
Mm-mm.
It is true.
Why are you lying, babe?
No, I'm not lying. I see the numbers. I see the numbers.
Man, those numbers don't mean shit. They don't mean shit. I don't think they mean shit. Well,
I mean, if we're gonna do our job, then yeah, it does mean something.
I have my thoughts on that, but before we get into it, how was your weekend, babe?
How was my weekend? Oh shit, I had an eventful weekend. My Saturday, was it? Friday or Saturday, I don't remember now. But yeah, it was eventful.
It was eventful?
Yep. Remember?
Yeah, if you're talking about your Amazon packages not being delivered on time and the issues with their Walmart delivery / pickup / cancellations. Yeah, very eventful.
And then yesterday, yeah, that was yesterday, the deliveries and all that shit. And then we didn't have Wi-Fi, which we don't still have internet today. I don't know what the heck is going on with AT&T, but they better get this shit together. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think it started happening on Friday. I drank on Friday. Did I tell you that? Oh no, I told you, but I didn't tell the people. We didn't go live on Friday.
I don't recall. I don't recall nothing.
Why is that? Why is it?
Okay, it's not gonna be what you say, like the whole Adi don't listen. No, it's not that.
Yeah, I remember now. No, it's just that I was wondering too, because I kind of forgot the reason why we didn't go live.
Was it you
Friday.
didn't go live with me? Was it that time?
No, that was on Wednesday. When we
Okay,
tried
yeah, I
to do
don't
the live show, and it just didn't work out. And then on Friday, you weren't feeling good. You had a headache.
I don't remember because I have headaches every day, almost. So I'm not gonna remember. Every day is like the same day. Yeah, it's either that or it's I don't want to say my brain injuries. I feel like I don't really have brain injuries. I just think it's something else, which I actually want to talk about right now, if I can, babe. So.
No. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, first of all right, I told you guys about my job at Amazon. Not really gonna get too much into that, but what I will say is that if you guys ever listen to What It Do at Audie's W2 podcast, I talked about like, oh, if I'm gonna get back into warehouse jobs, I'm gonna take this time, the summertime to bulk up, right? Like to go to the gym, take care of myself, and hit the gym, do strength training and this and that, right? Didn't do any of that before applying and going to this job. But, I still want to do those things. But I was like, okay, you need to start somewhere. So when I go to the gym, I walk and run in intervals. So, like 20 minutes I'll walk and then like 10 minutes I'll run, and I just kind of switch back and forth. And that's pretty much all the exercises that I do, unless I'm like doing the leg press or like I'm doing the arm exercises. But, and Rob did the research for me about Ozempic because my doctor prescribed Ozempic to me, not to lose weight or anything, but to keep my blood sugar levels low. But Rob did the research on Ozempic, and I mean, you guys can do the research yourself. We're not saying that we know everything. I'm just telling you guys based off of my experiences that I told Rob, and then Rob did a little bit of research on it just to see if it was safe for me to continue doing it, because I just wake up throwing up and things like that. But we discovered that Ozempic has been eating away at my muscle tissues or whatever the fuck it attacks. But I noticed that I'm not as strong, like I used to be, like before I started taking Ozempic. So with that being said, I'm gonna put that over there, and you guys can quarrel about that shit. But like I want to get back into the gym and do like strength training, right? But I want to start slow. I want to start small or whatever. So Rob suggested these bands, right? These resistant bands, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay, these resistant bands. So I went on YouTube, like after I ate my cereal, I ate my Fruit Loops and ate my banana like a good little raccoon. And I went on YouTube and I searched, simple exercises with these resistant bands. You guys. I was watching the fucking video, right? And I was happy because, it involves a chair. You can sit on your fat ass and do these exercises, right? You don't have to do a whole lot, but, just do the minimal movements. I was watching this chick and I started feeling like I was going to pass I felt like I was going to pass the fuck out, as if I was doing a high intensity workout. And I was like, why am I getting lightheaded? Like, why am I getting dizzy? And my eyes started to hurt. I started like I started breathing like that, and I was like, oh my god. So I stopped the video and I started just rubbing my entire face, and I was like, I what the hell is this? Like why am I feeling sick watching this chick do these little, it's not like she's wearing like a body camera, and like, you're watching the person sit on a chair, and move side to side, and on a fucking yoga mat. It's not like she's wearing something and she's doing the movements and the camera is shaking and all of that. Like, it was none of that. It was just a setting. And I'm watching this bitch stand up and sit down, and I'm just like, like, I was fucking losing my mind. And so I went online to the internet, and kicked on the mic, and I was like, yo, Google, like, why am I, or why do I get sick watching other people work out? And this bitch said, what did she say? She said, oh my God. Hold on. Yeah, I know I'm stalling. I'm not prepared, but yes, this is important. Okay, well, I can't find it right now. But she said something like, oh, there's no information or further information as to why you get sick watching others do movements, but here are some things that can cause you to, like, feel nauseated and things like that during a workout. So I was reading a little bit, and then it took me into Men's Health magazine website. And I don't know if the same shit pertains to women too. I mean, I would think so, but I went into one of the articles, and as you're reading the articles, they suggest other articles, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just wanting to press on everything. So I didn't go down that rabbit hole yet, but it was saying things like your vessels to your brain or something, like they get like they shrink or they dilate or whatever the fuck, and like it causes you to, like, you're gonna pass out, or you could get like a pounding headache, because you're not getting enough oxygen to the brain or some shit like that. I don't know the scientific technical terms, but it's concerning to me because of what I've already had to go through getting my brain scanned and all of these things. Um, and I know for Rob, it's raising flags on other activities that we do together. But yeah,
No
like,
more for you.
no, don't tell me that. I'll really die. But it does explain a lot, but it it just okay, like, we're gonna go back out of that one until I read, more into all of that and things like that. But it's just watching the workout, and it's like, and here's another thing. I sometimes, and you guys probably do this, and you guys probably don't even realize it, but when you're working out, you're holding your breath. Like, for me, I hold my breath a lot for no fucking reason. Um, and I think I read some years ago that when you hold your breath, it's almost like like you're holding your breath for, like, bad news. Like, you're holding your breath for rejection. Um, like, you're not confident. You're not relaxed. You're very tense. Or you just don't understand what's being said to you, or you're not understanding the directions that is being given to you to do whatever task you're doing that's making you hold your breath. So, with that being said, like, I think I'm just, well, not that I think, I am stressed all the time. I second guess everything. You guys know that I'm quite negative, like, finding problems to solutions and things like that. And it's like, I guess I just hold that tension of all what's going on in my life, and I'm just like, just holding my breath for no fucking reason. Um, so, like, was I holding my breath watching this chick do simple chair exercises? And I'm one of those people that, like, I can actually picture myself doing the motions, even though, like, I'm not actually, like, doing it. I don't know if that's just the kind of imagination that I have, that I can put myself in situations, um, or is it just the repetitive, that I'm dreading, and it's like making me hold my breath, and it's just like fuck, I'm gonna pass out as if I'm doing these exercises. But that's the when I was when Rob was texting me, I was like, I gotta lay down. So I fucking lay down texting him, and I was like, you know what? I need to make an appointment for my ear cheese. I don't know if I want to get into the boulder marbles rolling around in my ear, but I had to make an appointment with the hearing doctor, and still kind of a ways away, but I was like, yo, if there's any cancellations, please try to get me in as soon as possible. And she was like, oh yeah, we do that. So um yeah, so I was on hold. That's why it took me so long, babe. Sorry.
That's
But
okay. So when do you have your
yeah,
appointment?
huh?
When do you have your appointment?
November. Yeah, that far away.
Early? Early November, I think.
Yeah. Oh, November 1st actually. So,
Okay.
and I tried to get in the into the eye clinic, which I think they take care of that too. And she said to call back in tomorrow in the afternoon, and they should have like open schedule somewhere in November too. So,
Yeah.
oh my god. Mhm.
So you're stressing about not stressing about stressing.
Yes.
Stop stressing.
Now someone has to do
Mm,
it.
no,
Mm,
nobody should be stressing.
I know, but it's just I don't know. It seems like in nearly all of these episodes, right? Like we talk about like getting old and like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so sleepy, I'm so drained, I'm so pissed, I'm so sore, I'm so like, I feel sick or whatever. And and that those are personal things, and I probably shouldn't be saying those things on the cast, but that's really like what I'm feeling. And I think that a lot of people are going through those things, but they're just not saying it because everybody likes to hide who they really are. Like they want to um, present themselves like they don't get hurt or they don't have feelings. They're just strong ass motherfuckers. But it's like you're an old bitch. You're an old dude.
Like,
Like
don't act like your knees don't fucking crack and shit and snap
snap,
when you
crackle,
get
and
up.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, it's like I'm trying to be like just open about it. Like if you guys are going through this shit, I am
Transparency.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And we're all going through it. Old age is coming for all of us. Whether you pretend like it's not, it is. Quit fucking lying. But I'm trying to show you guys to not be afraid to make appointments, to not be afraid to go to the doctor, because I know a lot of people in my life currently that are fucking afraid to go to the hospital. And because they're so fearful of what the charts are going to say about them, they're just like, this is the reason why I don't go. Is because you go in there for one thing, you come out with 10 more other things wrong with you. But it's like, exactly, like that's the whole thing, is that like it's almost like a wake up call. It shouldn't be something that you're so down about. That's why you go to get checked up on, and you do something about it. It's everybody's all about their mental health, but everyone forgets about the physical health. And it's whether you need more vitamins or you need to do less of this but more of this, to be more active. And like the rest of our lives is supposed to be the golden years, but everybody's, all the old people are like, man, there's nothing golden about it. But it's because no one's ever like told them that they had to do something about whatever it is that was wrong with them, because they're just like, I don't need to go to the hospital if I feel nothing's wrong with me. You go to the hospital when something's wrong, but like nothing's wrong but all of these other things. But like I just don't want all of us to be chicken shit about going to the hospital, because then it's really too late. And then you got other people that are just like, oh, I'm just gonna die with this condition. Like, if that's the way that I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go.
Hey,
And it's like,
hey, hey. I don't talk
Shayler,
like that.
you kind of did.
No, I do say that, but I don't talk like that. I do say that though.
I it's just, we all want to be strong human beings. We want to be strong individuals, and that's the thing. You could be strong for other people, right? Like, you could be strong and motivate and inspire someone and comfort people and be like, I know you don't want to go to the hospital alone, but I'll go with you, to be that emotional support. What, like, we could do those things for people and even be beside them during, like, their physical therapy, or like being in the lobby when they get out from surgery, and give them that comfort, anything that they need, right? But we struggle so hard and so bad when we have to do that shit for ourselves. We don't even want to fucking do it. It is hard for me, like, in the beginning, like, before I had Rob in my life, that I was making appointments and going to appointments by myself, sitting in the lobby and in a hospital room, in a hospital bed by myself, because my parents, they lived hours away from me, and like my sibling and his family, like, they weren't really invested in what was going on with me. And partly that was my fault, because I didn't want to worry them or like tell them what was going on, because I have one of those siblings that, like, you tell him one thing that's wrong with you, and then he goes down this rabbit hole on WebMD, and then he's coming back like, oh, you might have 27 diseases. And it's like, no, I'm going by what's on my chart. Okay, I'm not gonna go off of your rabbit hole because you're panicking. But like, just being alone in that time, in those spaces, and you have like no one to talk to, like, you don't want to air your business on social media. Like, every time I landed in a hospital, I did not run to social media. Like, the only thing that I would run to is YouTube videos and music videos and things like that, to get me through whatever the fuck I was going through medically. But it's I had to be that strong person by myself, and if you're one of those people that you're okay being by yourself, it's no big deal, right? But if you're one of those people that you're dependent and you don't want to be dependent, I think going through these things by yourself is something that uh you're gonna have to do it, to show yourself that you can do it by yourself, that you don't necessarily need a pity party, because that's why I think a lot of people, like, as soon as they're in the hospital, they're taking pictures of their IV, these needles in their fucking arms, and they gotta show their hospital gown and all of these other things, and post it, and just to get sympathy, just to get people to give a fuck about them. Like, I don't think that's right, and that's not real. Like, you're controlling that situation. But I'm trying to show you guys that, like, don't be afraid of the hospital. You're just there to find and figure things out as to why you feel like shit. Ask questions, be a pest, and suggest, like, so you're not gonna give me a referral to do this test. Like, I'm really fucking scared. Do something. Because sometimes these doctors, they're so fucking smart, they're stupid, that they can't even think of, like, oh, okay, if you're this concerned about it, I'll make an appointment for you, because that's where my doctor fucks up. So I'm just saying, you guys, take care of yourselves. Just get a checkup, see how you're doing, make sure everything's good. If they say, oh, you need more vitamin D, or you need more of this vitamin, or you have too much protein in your piss, or whatever, fix it, correct it, and it'll be okay. and we got to get into exercises. And I've said this before, like a lot of these places, these gyms, they're gonna make money for the rest of their fucking lives. And being in a gym it is a good investment for your health, that these fucking fitness people, they are taking advantage of our declining health. But I'm gonna throw that fucking aside. But we're gonna have to go to the gym for the rest of our lives to keep limber, to keep up our activity, in our hips, our bones, our back, our hands, everything. Because we don't want to be stiff as fuck. That if we do fall down, we're able to pick ourselves back up without life alert. You know what I mean? You don't want to be walking around with a big red button medallion around your fucking neck, and if you fucking roll over,
Flavor
you're gonna set
Flav.
that motherfucker off, and these motherfuckers are gonna be pounding at your door, on your doorstep. And you're thinking it's Walmart pickup because you can't fucking hear anything. Oh my god,
Oh
I'm just saying.
my god.
But that's all I wanted to say. That was my morning.
You.
Mhm.
We had a busy morning. All I did was eat hot dogs and drink coffee.
Mhm.
Oh no, I did get my Walmart still too.
Finally,
Yeah.
correctly. Did you get everything on your list?
No. They still owe me 80 something dollars worth of either a refund or stuff. I don't know if it's coming today. I don't know if it's canceled. I don't know. I know that
Mm.
the money's out of my account though, and they're not refunding me shit. So somebody's gonna give me something.
Mhm.
I did have a pleasant conversation with this guy named Mohammed from Walmart support on Saturday. I think it was Saturday night. He was reading off the list of the stuff that I ordered, and he's like, "I can't believe it's not butter." And he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Well, it's not butter." I was like, "It's fake butter." He goes, "Fake butter?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was gonna ask him like, "What do you use for butter?" But I recently found. Well, okay, I'm not late to the game. I know about ghee, but I'm gonna try it for the first time, and hopefully it comes today, and hopefully it's not in a broken glass jar like my turmeric was. But
Oh
yeah, I told you right.
no.
Oh no. Oh well, yesterday in the Amazon stuff, I had ordered this like little tiny thing of turmeric, but it came in a glass instead of a pouch. I don't know why they did that, but they sent it in an envelope, and of course the Amazon dude just threw it over the fence and it broke. Yeah,
Wow, what a jerk
and
off.
and I couldn't use it because it's powder, and I don't want no fucking glass shards in there.
Yeah.
And I was gonna use it to make like a toothpaste thing, tooth cleaner thing. So
Mhm.
I don't want to have like bleeding gums and shit because I got glass in my turmeric. So I had to throw it away. And
Yeah.
then
I hope
I
you took
contacted
pictures.
well, that's the thing. I didn't take a picture right
Oh
away.
my god.
I thought about it, but I was like, it was
Always
only
take
$5.
pictures. Mhm.
And then of course they emailed me saying my delivery was delivered or my stuff was delivered. How did we do? And I was like, well, since you asked, well, Mr. Amazon, since you really want to know. And then they were like, oh
Mm.
no, we're so sorry to hear. And then they were like, send us a picture and we'll refund you your money because obviously you can't return it. So I was like, damn it. Now I had to go search in the trash like a true raccoon. And because I had already dumped it out. So I went and I dug it out the trash and I took pictures and sent it. And they issued a refund, but it still hasn't hit my account either. So, but yeah, that was yesterday. And we don't have internet for the
Mm.
second day in a row, which is bullshit because of course they're not gonna discount anything from the damn bill.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's the kind of week I've been having. And then tomorrow's Prime Day. Remember, babe, what I told you that they do?
What did they do?
So remember, okay, so remember I told you that I wanted to buy the Grinch Christmas hat before Christmas,
Yes.
right? Okay, so the other day I went on Amazon and I started looking for it and I put one in my cart and it was $6, okay? $6. But I didn't buy it because I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait until Prime Day. Well, guess how much they raised it up to right now?
Wow, how much?
It's 11.99 right now. So it went from
Oh,
$6 to 11.99, and I guarantee you for Prime Day they're gonna lower it to like nine something and then call it a sale.
yeah, yeah, of course
Which
that's what they're gonna
a
do.
few days ago it was fucking $6, but I was like, I knew I fucked up. I knew I was like, man, I know what they're doing. I told you that they would do this shit, so nothing's
Mm-hmm.
really on sale.
Yeah, no.
But I was just like, you motherfuckers. But yeah, that's what happened. But anyways,
Mm.
back to the butter. He was like,
Mm.
I can't believe it's not butter. I was like, well, it's not. But I found this other thing called ghee. I had to go through a whole bunch of brands and stuff, and I think I made the right choice because there's a lot of good reviews on it. They say it tastes good, it's good for you. It's like single ingredient type thing. It's like pure butter.
Hmm.
So if it's good, I'm gonna buy some for over there.
And how much was that for how many ounces?
Oh, crap.
Okay,
Uh,
never mind.
hold on, let me check. That's a good question though, cause I mean, okay, there's certain things. Uh oh, what
Yeah,
the hell
that's
is
my alarm letting me know I can eat again.
that? You set an alarm?
Yes, I mean, cause I
Why?
had a very light breakfast. I had cereal, and that's something that I never eat in the morning. Cause in the morning, you guys know that I go to Burger King and I get me my double sausage crust sandwich with a shit ton of hash browns and a big ass thing of fucking Diet Dr Pepper, and sometimes a large coffee. And I didn't have
Mm,
that today. So I had one bowl of Fruit Loops and a banana. And I just now drink water. So I'm good right now. I'm feeling good. But except for when I almost passed the fuck out watching a fucking exercise video. But I feel good right now because I laid down and, I had water. So, but
nice.
yeah, I set an alarm because I just don't know how the cereal was going to hold up.
Mhm.
And yeah, I could probably go another hour without eating anything, but I am starting to feel pressure in my forehead once again. So is
And
that
again,
considered a stress headache?
yes, and it's probably because you didn't protect yourself.
Damn it.
Okay, wait. To answer your question, it's called Fourth and Heart Himalayan Pink Salt Ghee, and it's 9 ounces for 9.49. Usually it's 11.99, so it's like $1.05 for per ounce. But I got a $2.50 cashback pending. Ooh, I'm gonna get cashback on this. Plus it's on sale.
Yay.
I should get some now for your house. Send it over there for when I go over there.
I have pink Himalayan salt, babe.
No, it's supposed to be like butter,
Oh, oh, oh.
but it's
But
called ghee. I should order some, send it to your house. It's on sale.
nice. That's with Amazon,
No, that's with
Walmart,
Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. But I did hear that it's good. It has a lot of good reviews from these internet doctors that are always telling us not to eat certain things like cereal.
I can't have cereal.
No, babe, that's all sugar.
Oh, well, I only have one bowl.
I know.
It's not like I'm
Well,
eating
you
the
don't
whole
have it
damn
all the
thing.
time,
Yeah, no.
and I think it's better than what you do normally have, so it's okay.
Now,
Yes, babe.
crust sandwiches are good, especially when they're doubles.
Yeah.
Yummy. Yeah, I bought 2
Yeah.
bad cereals and 2 good cereals. The 2 bad cereals is the Fruit Loops and the chocolate and peanut butter puffs. And the 2 good ones that I got was Rice Krispies and Chex. Cause those
I
ones
don't
don't
think
have
there's
sugar
any
in them. Hmm.
difference at all.
I don't think they have sugar in them. No. If they do, it's not like the chocolate puffs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Mhm.
think after the show, I'm gonna have a bagel with the cream cheese, eggs, bacon, and avocado.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that
See,
after
no,
the
that's a
show.
good breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I'm a good
We
girl.
need
Told
to.
you.
We also need to switch from bagels to sourdough bread.
Oh yeah,
Do you
you
like
said
sourdough?
I love sourdough, especially from
Oh,
Jack in the
okay.
Box sourdough Jack. Hey,
Oh my God.
yeah.
No.
Yes, babe.
No, babe. Not
Yeah,
Jack
or
in the Box.
sourdough with grilled cheese. Grilled cheese.
Ooh.
Uh huh. Or babe's
Yeah.
favorite, the ciabatta bread.
Ooh.
Man, babe goes crazy over those. I was like, who are you? Man, his eyes were dilated and everything. All he
Mhm.
saw was ciabatta bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's coming today, and hopefully it does taste good because everybody's talking about the taste. So it'll be good for me. I'm making changes, babe. I'm trying to grow here.
Mm.
I'm trying to become an adult at 40 something years old. How old am I? I don't even know how old I am. Sheesh. But yeah, I also had to pay a bunch of bills, so I had to
You short.
check my financials.
I never
What
look
was I
at my
gonna
bank
check for right
account.
now? What was I gonna check for right now, babe? Did I say something? Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah.
the butter. Oh
No,
shit, was that you?
no, nope, that's
It's
not me. Who
telling
the
me
heck is
that
texting me, babe?
all
Huh?
my jobs, sir.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got Uber texting me, Grubhub texting me, Roadie fucking like now the Amazon warehouse is texting me, fucking Amazon Flex is texting me. It's all
You're
my
a busy,
jobs,
busy
babe.
woman.
What are you talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't get
What is a
stalkers like
customer asking
you.
you?
Mm, yeah.
So shall we
Man,
get
that
into the
that
show?
that one like you got.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. Trying to be
Should
seen
we
and
get into the
shit.
show? No, let's get into
With
the
her
show. Come
Star
on, boo
Trek
that
looking
guy.
ass. Okay, go ahead.
Boo that guy.
That person don't think so.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you she's mad at me.
Mm.
It's okay. A lot of people are mad at me. I don't
Mm.
care.
Yeah, I know. I know. One of them, you really broke his heart.
Or so they say.
Well, he's not gonna admit it. He's not gonna admit
No,
it. He's gonna be like Rob who,
exactly. Rob, boo that guy.
like that imaginary connection that he thought you guys had. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Mhm. Mhm. So you want to get into why it's
Okay,
always gonna be boo that guy to you and only you? Go ahead.
it's not to me. I'm reading people, babe. This is what people feel, and I kind of get it. But anyway, so the reason why I said boo that, well, I've been saying boo that guy, but again, I am reading people saying that. But the reason why I decided to make it a show was because for the last like week, I've noticed that on the shows that I was on, that you and I were talking, the views have been kind of low. So I was like, okay, I get it. People don't like me. But then you had the special guest, Alabama Mammy. Shout out to her.
Shout out to you
And
again.
you guys got a bunch of views, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, yes, bring someone new, right? Fresh person on the show, so people were tuning in. But it was a weekend, so I was like, it was a little weird because it was like 7 people in the chat, and I was like, what the hell? So, but yeah, I saw the numbers, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, that's the audience that you deserve. That's what I want for you. So then after that, we did a show, and it was like low as fuck, low attendance, low views, and I was like, okay. And then on Wednesday, we were gonna do a show together, and while we were doing the show or trying to, because we had a lot of technical difficulties, I was like, okay. And that day, I was just not fucking. I was not in a good mood. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to fuck with this anymore. I'm just gonna be in the chat. As soon as we hung up and everything, the chat started like, the live views was going up. So I was like, okay, cool. And then the views on the show that got a lot of traction too. So I was like, see, again, this is what you deserve. You deserve to be heard. I want the message that you're putting out there to be heard. And then you said your excuse for the numbers is that, or I guess the fluctuation in numbers is that you guys were like name dropping, right? These companies like Amazon and all that stuff. But I was like, no, that's not it. Because when you and I talk, we do mention these companies and celebrities and all kinds of shit. So what's the difference between me and you saying them and you and someone else saying them? Like, there's really no difference. We all talk about the same stuff, the same hot topics. At the time, we were talking about Puff, like Diddy or whatever, and it was still the same thing. So I was like, it wasn't. I know that it sounded like, oh well, if people don't like me, I'm not gonna be on the show no more. That's not what I was saying. What I was saying is, like I said, you have something to say, and I want people to hear what you have to say. And if me being on the show is keeping people off, then I'm not being productive to the show. The show's not about me. The show's not even for me. It's for the people. And I know you were like, no, if you're not gonna be on the show, then I'm not gonna do it. And that doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help the people. It doesn't help me because I like listening to you too. I get stuff out of the show too. So of course, um, I think it was Friday that I was like, I want you to get these views. I want you to get the message out there. So maybe I shouldn't be on the show. But then I said, fuck that. Fuck that. If people are like, boo that guy, then the message isn't for them. That's what we've been saying. Like, even if it reaches one person, then we've done our job. And like you said, we do have real topics, real conversations. We do have debates. Sometimes you and I don't agree on stuff, and we're showing people that we can disagree. We can. Shit, I got mad on the show last week. For people that think that I'm like emotionless and shit and I don't feel anything, of course I do. Of course I get passionate about things, and especially like I've cried on the show. I cried about that little girl, you know. So I do feel for people. I am passionate about certain topics. Um, I don't. I don't think that I'm just like blabbering and shit. Have nothing good to say. I think that is true, but like I said, I do want you to get the numbers, but I understand too that it's not for everyone. I'm not for everyone, and if people don't want to hear me, as long as you want me on the show, I'll be on the show. When you tell me, see, but I don't think you're gonna tell me. Even if you don't want me on the show, I think you're just gonna go be sit back and do your own shows and shit. Like, oh, I recorded a podcast today. I'm like, oh, really? But yeah, I know that there's times when you have things that you want to talk about, and yes, you do have all these other podcasts to do it on, but until you tell me that you don't want me on the show. I'm gonna be here, even if it is boo that guy. Like I said, I agree with them sometimes. I don't like myself sometimes, but
Mm.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I've already told you that that I do want to do the podcast every day because I do. I have a lot of things to say that I don't say. You and I talked about that briefly last night where I do get in those moods where it's like, like what the fuck or why the fuck am I doing this shit? And it's just a little remarks that can make a difference in whatever person, but it's like it needs to be said. It needs to continuously be addressed because it is an issue. If you just say it once or twice, people don't fucking get it. They don't get it until they get into some shit and then they go back and think like, yo, I heard this chick say this, or I heard this dude say it, and I guess it's a thing. Oh shit, we lost Rob. Oh, that kind of sucks. Hold on, let me see if I can pull him back and not forget where I left off. Hey,
Look, hey, what the heck happened?
you just got disconnected. Yeah, man, I can't get back on track. My head's feeling stuffy. Damn it.
Protect yourself.
Yes. No, but yeah, I lost it. No, I just think that all of these things they have to be said, and I just feel like if I lose a day of not saying it, um and then it's just kind of like, all right, well, why go back and address it, because like I said, the spiritual stuff, time, life, it doesn't stop for anyone. It still keeps going. And it's like if I miss a day of not saying anything, it's almost like they escaped or they got through. Um, they just got away with it. And so that's why it's like, I want to speak about it, but I know sometimes you can't always be there, and I understand that. It's a little hard because the Y Run, I think, is just this new brand, like it's no longer me doing it by myself because doing the Re-Up podcast, the art struggles, what it do at Audience W2, like those, like I'm already doing by myself, and the Y Run is, it's just, it's iconic to me that it's you and me doing it. So for you to not be there, like it's okay with me, but like I just don't really believe that it's because of you that people aren't wanting to listen
Okay,
because what?
I, I I wanna deeper dive into that because so why do you think the numbers fluctuate so much when I'm not on the show? Because there is a big difference between 8 views total after days and days of it being there to 25 views in like minutes or even hours. Because the day that on Wednesday when I was there with you, there was one. It was I think 2 people in the chat, and then once I got off the show, there was like 7, and I was like, okay, cool. And then after the show ended, there was already like 15 views. So you say that it's the keywords, right?
Mm-hmm.
The name dropping and stuff. Okay. How many times have I said Amazon? How many times have I said Walmart? How many times have I said Puff and Diddy and all these other celebrities and Hurricane Helen and all these things, and it still doesn't bring the views. And I'm not saying the names just so we could get the views. I'm saying because we talk about the same stuff. So, according to you, why is it so different when it comes to the views?
Well, when it comes to Alabama Mammy, she's our first guest on the show. So I think that when you introduce someone new and they want to know about the person, they want to hear the person and hear, their story other than the same old stories that we, tell over and over here on the Y Run sometimes. Um, I think that's probably why, because they're just like, oh, who is that? And not only that, the people that she's connected to as well. So,
Mhm.
those, we got her and we got that other Cindy, and then there's Candy, and then maybe that other person that was like pissed off at us. Um, she's still subscribed to us, and we're not beating her up or anything like that. It's just that that's four additional people that know that we were like that she was gonna be on the show because we posted it on the other platform. So I
Mm.
think that's part of the views, plus the other people that know us and hate us. So there's kind of your seven people right there. You know what I'm saying? And them coming in and out of the chat is, like maybe their internet dropped and then they have to come back, or maybe they're just like, oh, they're just talking about the same shit, but then they go off to listen to something else and they're just like, oh, I don't want to. I'll just go back to the wine run. So that's when and I just think it kind of like builds up like that. Um, when it comes to keywords, you know, Alabama Mammy, she was dropping more fucking names than we ever dropped, because we know how the YouTube stuff works. We know how the algorithm works. You know, and like the captions that goes along with these episodes, they are capturing those keywords in the captions. So I just think that we're just being thrown in that algorithm, but we're still way at the bottom of the barrel. So she was dropping, like, she fucking dropped Whitney Houston and fucking I dropped Ray J. Was it? No, she dropped Ray J in a way, and then she, Whitney Houston's daughter and fucking, and then she went into fucking Steve Harvey. Like, when the fuck was we gonna talk about Steve Harvey? But she was dropping all of these, like, more celebrities than we dropped. We only dropped Diddy, we dropped Cassie, we dropped fucking whoever, and we just kept it right there. But she was more distraught over everything else, that she was name dropping a lot more celebrities, and it's just like, okay, well, let's talk about those things. So and I think because she dropped more of those names, the captions picked it up, and they're just like, okay, we're gonna throw it in the search engines to relate our podcast to similar podcasts that are talking on these subjects. So um that's where I'm like, okay, like, and then not only that, she was going more in on the government too. So that's gonna be like another algorithm for the cast to go out to more people listening. And you and I, when we talk about politics, like, we keep it to a minimum, because I respect what you do, your research and things. I don't fucking know enough about it. I just know nuts and bolts of it. Like I'm just a basic ass village person that is hearing these things, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go down by the river. Like, what you guys fight over there, being Republicans and fucking Democrats, aristocrats, whatever. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Like, ain't it that Disney film? That's all I know about it. So, but she did dive a lot more. She did bring a lot to the wine run, and I love and appreciate her for that. But I just think that that's where those views were coming from. Now, the other ones where you're not there and like I'm getting like more views, I just think people listen to, if it is that, I think people listen to me because I'm more outraged when, like, I'm more passionate when I talk. Um I'm very like I talk shit explaining things at the same time. And I think people, they stick around longer, or they're drawn to people that do content that they're yelling into the microphone, they're throwing fists and throwing hands at the camera. um and it's not so much that I would like to think it's because we make valid points, but I think people, they just stay sticking around to these types of content because they it feeds them, it fuels them in a way, whether it's like, oh man, like listen to how crazy Audie is. Oh, this is crazy. She sounds like a lunatic. But then you have other people over here that are just like, yep. Like I've been mad about the same shit. I've been trying to say these things, but I just could never say it. And like this person says it better, or they express it in just the way that I feel. And they stay locked in on the video for some time until I chill the fuck out, because people like a rage. People stick around for the rage. But it's like, is the message getting across? I don't know. It just depends if those people come back or not. It depends on the topics or not. That's why it is important that we don't clickbait anything. So everything that we put in the comments is literally like what we're talking about. And if it's not what we're talking about, we change the title. We change the descriptions. We add descriptions to our episodes so that people know exactly what they're clicking on. So
Mm.
I just think that it's that. Um, when it comes to our highlights of the Y Run on IG and TikTok, we're getting a lot of views on TikTok, you know, because it's a very huge platform. But I also think that when we put the little stickers and the GIFs and things like that on there, I think it kind of bookmarks for people because they need a visual as well. So that's why changing up the stickers to exactly what we're talking about, people will remember that. Like they'll remember not just what they heard, but they remember the sticker that was used, and then they can go back and listen if they need to. But it's I think it's, you know, because AI is kind of getting popular now. So I think AI is also picking up the things that we're talking about in an episode, and what we put into the descriptions. That's why on some of the videos, I don't know how the fuck they do this, but like when you go into YouTube, you can tap the AI overview, and it just summarizes your entire 2, 3, 4 hour, 8 hour fucking video into a little sentence or a fucking paragraph. And it's getting smart like that. So it's almost like, okay, that way people get a lot more information, a lot more description on our episode. So I think that will also play into the algorithm if and when our video is being pushed more out there. So, you know, AI is also looking at the images that you're putting on the video. Like, you know, that stupid ass bitch from fucking Canada, like she's picking her nose, and AI actually analyzes that image of her picking her nose and eating it. So it's like when you have AI analyzing the images on your videos, who's to say that it's not doing that on TikTok, that it's picking up these little stickers that we're using, that it pertains to that. That's why when you search for a sticker or a GIF pic or something to add to your stories on IG or TikTok, you just type it in the search like, oh, I want Patrick Star from fucking um um SpongeBob SquarePants episode, and then it brings up a whole bunch of Star Patrick images of Patrick. So it's like, you know, it's just I just think it's because of those images that we're using that we're getting a lot of views on on TikTok. including like the tags and what you put in the descriptions. Sometimes it reads links that you put into the description. So I just think it's because of that. And if these like sometimes when I post a highlight, I sometimes won't post the actual link, but I'll post a whole channel link. So whenever they see the live, they're gonna tap into it and they'll be like, oh shit, they're live. Let's see what they're talking about. So it's all these possibilities. I just don't think that it's because of you. And if it is because of you, yeah, like I don't think I'm that interesting enough to be like, oh, I'd rather hear Audie than hear Rob. I don't think that, because a lot of people's
Well,
been fed up with my ass. And the
but we've
way,
heard that.
yeah, from like
We
one
have heard.
person, but she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. She's not here. You know, like, yeah, she may say it, but like you gotta see who that bitch is linked up with to this other bitch that was once involved with you. So of course she's gonna side with her best friend, the psychopath, than to listen to someone like me that makes a whole lot of sense. Like I just, things are so backwards and fucking twisted like that. I don't think, like with her, yes. With that other bitch, yes. They're not gonna want to listen to your voice because it hurts them so much. Because you were strong enough to walk away from them, and they're just like, fuck, no one walks away from me. And then they just turn into this whole fucking different person that these other people that think that they know them. So I just don't think that it's you, because you have a lot of valuable things to say. You come with a lot of research. You come with a lot of facts that I don't even fucking know about, and I don't even understand it. But you make it to where a person like me can understand it, because you don't get fed up with me when you have to repeat yourself and put it in simple village caveman like words. Yeah, I
No,
don't
like
think
I
it's
said,
you.
at first I was thinking like, okay, if it is me, if I'm the problem, then I won't be there. And it wasn't like, see, 'cause that sounds kind of childish too. Like, oh, people don't like me, then I'm just not gonna go. Like, that's not what it's about. If it was my own fucking show, my own platform, or yeah, if it was just me by myself, then I really wouldn't care. Like, I could do spaces all fucking day, and if only one person listens, cool. If not, then fuck it. I don't care. If I have something to say, I'm just gonna say it. And a lot of times, what I say isn't people are too soft to hear it. But it is your platform. It is your show. It is like the things that you want to talk about. And like I said, I do agree that you should be heard. So that's why I say, well, if me being on the show is what's keeping people from listening, then I won't be on the show. But I also, like I said, I won't do that until you tell me that you want to be on the show by yourself. Because I'm not gonna cater to other people. Like I said, the message should be heard, but the people that are listening are hopefully receiving something from it. All the rest is just fluff. Nobody likes fluff.
I like your fluff.
Thank you, Ray. I like yours too. I don't know why you're trying to work out and shit. No, I do. I understand.
Yeah,
Um,
well,
well, wait. Let me just say this real quick. If it is Boo that guy, which I know it is, I don't know why Adi does not want to accept it, but I know that there's people that listen. They what is it called? They squint their eyes because they don't like me. And when you don't like someone, you don't like what they say, even if they are speaking facts, even if they are knowledgeable or whatever. You just don't like them, and you're not gonna receive what they're saying. But sometimes it is like a train wreck, and you just can't turn away. And I think that that's what it is for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like me for whatever reason. Some have a reason, some don't. But honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if people are here to hear me talk and be like, "Fuck that guy." I don't care if that's if that's their opinion. I wish they would say something, because then we could have a conversation. But if they just don't like me, then that's cool. They don't have to listen. And if they're listening and just like cringing and fucking squinting their little beady eyes at me, then that's cool too. I don't care. That's all.
Yeah, they got a lot of fucking nerve to side eye you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're kind of backwards there. But no, like the Y Run is our home. It's our place. It's for me and you.
Right.
This is a part of our paradise. This is where we stay connected over topics, and we are working together. This is the Y Run represents that. And if people don't like it, well then shit, they're not welcome here. But it's up to them. And their feelings about you or whatever, like it's not, this isn't even about them. I think they're just pissed because of how well we get along. Like, we're showing them what healthy debates look like. We're showing them, like, and this really has nothing to do with our relationship or our marriage. It's just we're keeping it professional. We're keeping an open mind to everyone and to each other. We're listening to each other, and we're trying to figure things out. We're talking things out. We're making assumptions, and we're making solutions. Like, it's all of these things for the people. This really isn't for us. It's for everyone out there. And I think that's what is getting everyone so fucking confused, is that we just run a clean show. You'll never fucking find drama here other than other people's fucking drama. And we're just teaching people, like, don't be this way, don't act this way. If this happens, try this. If that don't work, try this. And we're speaking on things that we're speaking against things that should not be normal, but everybody's normalizing these fucked up things. That's all we're doing here on the Y Run podcast. Like, that's it. So if everyone wants to make this a personal thing, right? We certainly can talk about it, but shit, you're just volunteering to throw your ass under the bus, our bus, and it's like, okay, like let's talk about all the bad shit that you think we've done, or the bad things that we thought that we did, or maybe the bad things that we have done. And let's talk about it, because we're able to do these things, but they can't. If they want to make this a personal thing, well, shit, they can drop their fuck yous in the chat then. But they're not going to do that. They're just going to run behind a fucking Discord and IG and do their own fucking cast and talk all of this shit. Everybody knows it. Everyone's commenting, listening, and all of that shit. And fucking delete the fucking episode and be like, oh, well, we didn't hear anything. That's how they fucking work. That's how they work. But we don't do that. So again, if they want to make this a personal thing, like, oh, I can't stand to fucking listen to it, well then shit, just block the whole channel then. Prevent yourself from coming back. And fucking block us on TikTok and IG. That's not gonna hurt us, because you already move like that. So if you are just coming to see and spy on us, and just so you can run back and tell that, we already knew that. That's just how you are. That's just how you move. And we already know this, and you're not hurting us. And views means nothing to me. I know views does not matter to Rob either. It's just a thing that he notices, and he's like, I don't want to cause turmoil to your channel, but it's our channel. I don't give a flying fuck who listens or not, because these messages, they're kind of being put out to people that may be going through those things at this time. So I don't really see us losing anything. You know, if you guys are like, oh well, fuck you, I like this podcast, but now I don't like it anymore because you're saying, okay, well then you just missed the whole point. You know, cause sometimes the things that we talk about, people do take as a personal attack, but you need to ask yourself why you're being offended by something that you know damn well that you're doing and acting and behaving. Why? You gotta ask yourself why. You're just mad because we're saying it. If you were really a strong person, it wouldn't affect you so much, and you would be like, you know what, Audie and Rob are right. I'm gonna try to change to be better. That's all we're saying. Why can't you look at it that way? But it's not because of me. It's not because of you, babe, that these people are, you know, it's just what it's showing. But we don't really know if that's what it really is. But you're saying that you know that it's what it is. Okay, well then just let it.
Yeah.
Just let it. If they leave, let them leave. If they come back, okay, cool. I just hope that when they come back as better people and not be so fucking petty over dumb shit that happened over a year ago. How stupid is that? But I'm happy with our Y Run. I like the topics. I like the conversing between you and me as professionals. You know, we're trying to do this in a professional way. We're trying to watch our shit. You know, we're trying to use words like allegedly and all of these things, you know, like corn and fucking all these things, you know, and that's just, this is just us. This is just us doing our job. And if it pisses them off, well, you guys could have had it. You guys could have had it like this if you guys wanted to take it personal. You guys shouldn't have been fucking around. You guys shouldn't have been disrespecting us because we weren't disrespecting you. But see, you don't like it how it comes out, but that's really how it is. And you guys are still going through it, whether you guys think so or not. But I just see these same people trying to do what we're doing. That and it's like, you guys could have had it. You guys could have had a you know. And let me say this: we in no means were we trying to have and create a couples channel. That's everybody's goal thing. Like they want to find someone, they want to wife them up, right? They want to wife them up, and they want to create like something that couples do. Like they just gotta take pictures together and throw it up on social media and brag about how fucking happy they are and how lucky they are that they found each other, right? Yeah, we say that from time to time. We're just thankful. We're not bragging. Like, we're being thankful that we found a best friend that we can have conversations like this with. But we're not trying to flash our, like, how good our relationship is or how good our marriage is. We just capture highlights that are funny, that are informative, and it's like, get to the point, because this was legit what we were talking about. But everyone is going to perceive it like, oh, they're just bragging, they're just showing off. No, because if it were that, we would every fucking episode would be all about like how we be sexing each other and shit. Yeah, we mention it, but we're teasing. You know, it's funny. You know, it's funny to me because if you guys listen to my earlier episodes, yeah, I was a sex type channel and I made fun of it. I made fun of sex positions and all of those other things, but you know, I'm not that channel anymore. You know, I'm a
fleshy woman. Fleshy lady.
I'm an Irish woman now.
You made an honest woman out of you.
I'm too damn honest. But yeah, we don't do that, and I just think people just get us so fucking twisted just because they don't like us, and just because they they lost good people in their lives, whether they lost Rob as their boyfriend, or they lost me as a sex object. you know I just think that they're still mad. Like, I think they're still upset, and I think they still think that this was a whole setup or something. But it's like, no, like, we respect each other, we appreciate each other, we're thankful for each other. um Rob does a lot of things for me for the Y run. Like, he does the highlights, he does the descriptions, and I did the designing and all of that shit. But he comes up with ideas, I come up with ideas, and we we do it in a way that's enjoyable for the both of us. If he's not happy about something, I'm not gonna do it. It's just that simple for me. Because I trust that he knows the direction in where I want to take it, and we talk about how it should be done. So, and that's just the Y run. That's not even I guess it's like a representation of how our relationship, our marriage, and our friendship is going. It should be like that. But everybody's just making up their own fucking things about how they think their relationship or how a relationship should be. And you guys could say we're wrong up and down, but I don't want to be like, oh, but this is just what works for us. That's so stupid. I just think that this is really how it should be done. You guys should want to get along and not be ghetto motherfuckers. Don't let me go into that topic, because I already went into that shit last night. Fucking doing deliveries. And then I had no idea I made $70. So shit. That's why I stay mad. Yeah. But nah, baby, it's not you. And if it is you,
See, you
so
said all.
what?
There you go.
So
There you go. I
what?
was gonna say, you can't say all of that and then be like, it's not you.
Yes, I can, because it's the White Run podcast. I'm not gonna run away and be like, oh baby, it's all you. Why are you making my channel tank? I'm not saying that to you. I'm just like, all right, we're fucking cleaning up. We're saying shit that people don't like. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That's just all it means.
Yeah.
But I enjoy having you, and I'm pretty sure all the people that you and I know on that other platform, I'm sure that they enjoy us. You know what I'm saying? I know they can't make every episode, but I know that they support us together. So both of us, we are all they know on the Wine Run. People back in the day, they the ones that don't change, they're scared to change. They're stunted. They only know the Y Run as just it being Audie, and they refuse to change. They refuse to see and acknowledge growth. And I think because of you being an addition to the Y Run podcast, you are making the Y Run grow. So thank you so much, babe.
Thank you for welcoming me in, including me into it, making me a co-host. I was just a listener. I was like, I'm good down here in the chat. You're like, no, get your ass up here. Yes, babe. Yes, babe.
Like, if you come on panel, I give you an onion ring.
I had onions today with my hot dog.
Oh, yes. Shit.
Yes, babe. Oh, my ears ringing.
You already know what's rolling around in my ear.
I know.
Yes, I have a Reese's Puff in my ear.
No.
Mm. I'm saving it for babe.
Yeah, I'll probably be there when you go to the doctor, maybe.
Yeah, I
I
hope
don't know.
so. I
Yeah.
hope so, cause like I said, I've been in a hospital by myself a lot of times, and like I'm okay with that. It's just it does get lonely, and you do get a bit scared, especially when you don't know the news they're gonna tell you or what they're gonna be doing with you
Hmm.
to get more results, and it is scary. But I mean, it's just
If
it's
I
just
am,
a ear check, so it should be fine. But I
if
would
I am
like you
there,
to be there.
yeah, I'm gonna try and be there. And this time I'm gonna go inside. I'm not gonna stay in the fucking waiting area. This time when they tell you come back here, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go too. Like yes, I'm here to check. I want to hear this marble.
Yeah, I told Rob this morning. I said, "Oh my gosh, it's like you putting a quarter into a fucking candy machine." Mhm. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. Just tired.
Yeah.
Tired over nothing.
You doing right?
And so do you, babe.
I haven't even started to do what I have to do.
Well,
But
good, cause you needed hot dogs. Cause hot dogs are delicious with bacon.
I actually did have bacon, but I was gonna wrap them in the bacon, but I didn't get to do that. So
Ooh.
I had the bacon on the side.
I should do that. I have hot dogs and bacon, and I can wrap them, put them on the grill, make
Um,
some eggs with avocado.
Avocado.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Do it, do it, do it.
Ooh, with some hash browns.
Mm.
Yes. So, did we cover everything in this episode, babe?
Yeah, I think we did.
Mm, I think so too. Well, thank you as
So,
always for joining me on panel.
thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share, and we'll check you guys back here on the Y Run live on Wednesday. And you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Have a good Tuesday, and see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.